more session of finance, tourism finance. So in the last class, we have given uh, I've given the details about what are the basic sources of finance, specifically long-term finance, and we have looked upon the issues of shares and that is ordinary shares and preference shares. So today we'll study the next important source of finance in a joint stock company that is called as debentures. Debentures is a medium of long-term debt and it's an instrument where by which large stock companies borrow money at a fixed rate of interest. So issue of loan certificate is given to the public. So public is called upon to invest in the company as a form of a creditor. Creditor means a person who gives a loan to the company. So for them, a loan certificate is issued that is called as a debenture holder certificate. They are given a fixed rate of interest. That certificate has the seal of the company. It has the details of what is the company name, how many debentures are issued, what is the price of the debentures, what is the rate of interest to be received every year. So all such details are given on that certificate. So like a share certificate, this is a debenture holder certificate. So here these are not the owners, these are the creditors of the company. Okay, so we'll study the characteristics of debentures. So they are, as I said, the creditors of the company. They are not owners, so they don't have any voting rights. Debentures are always secured. Secured means there is some security for the loan given to them. So if, say, for any reason, the company is not able to pay back the money they had taken a loan, the debenture holders can sell off a particular asset of the company and get back the money invested. Debentures holders are repayable after a fixed period of time and they are given a fixed rate of interest every year, whether the company has made profit or not. Then we'll discuss about the different types of debentures. So we have 4 types of debentures. It is redeemable, irredeemable, convertible, and non-convertible. So the name itself tells you that it is redeemable, means they are being payable after the end of a particular period. That is, at any time prior to maturity, provided the company so desires. So these are those types of debentures which have been paid after a stipulated time or as and when the company desires. Irredeemable debentures, also called as perpetual debentures. Perpetual means they are never paid back during the lifetime of the company, but every year they will be getting interest. But if for some reason the company couldn't pay the interest, then they have to pay or redeem it back. The company is not bound to repay the amount during the lifetime, means at the end of the company, means when the company is wound up, then only it is to be repaid. But if in a case timely interest is not paid, that time the company has to pay back the debentures. So it is called as irredeemable debentures. Next is convertible debentures. Convertible debentures means the debentures which have of holders who have an option to be converted into equity shares at a time in the ratio decided by the company. So after a few years, the debenture holders are given an option that they can become the owners of the company. That is, they can become the equity shares of the company on the ratio decided by the company. Ratio in the sense, say for example, the company says for 10 debentures, in exchange of 10 debentures, you will be made converted into 1 share. Okay, so something like that. So if the company says 10:1 ratio, means for every 10 debentures, 1 share is issued. So any such ratio is decided by a company. Okay, so such shares debenture holders are called as convertible debentures. Then non-convertible means they cannot be converted into equity shares at any point of time. So these are the different types of debentures. Next, we'll look into the fourth type of source of finance, that is the retained earnings. Now, what is retained earnings? Now, the company is making profits. Every year it is making profit. It is keeping aside some part of the profits aside so that in future it can use it. Same as we keep our part of our income as savings. So every month, whatever uh, share of profit you're getting from your own company or from the salary earned every month, we are keeping aside some amount as savings for future, maybe for some known reason, for unknown reason. Maybe you want to buy a house, a car, or something else, or maybe for education or for some health. So we are keeping some amount. Similarly, the company also keeps aside some amount of money without distributing it to the shareholders. Okay, the Indian Companies Act makes it a mandatory requirement that companies should keep a part of their profit as reserved. This reserve can be used to buy fixed assets or can use for any further need of the company, maybe for R&D purpose or launch of a new product or any other reason. So this is the best way of internal financing. Means you don't have to go to a bank, pay interest, take the loan. So you are self-financing yourself. So some amount is kept that you are using it. So retained earnings is one of the important source of finance without interest because it is self-financed. Then next is term loans. Term loan is a monetary loan that is repaid in a regular payment over a set of period of time. So you are taking a loan from a bank or an financial institution, and the period of the loan is say from 10 years, from 1 year to 10 years. Also, it may go up to 20 to 30 years also. So here you are taking a huge loan from a bank or a financial institution for a very long period of time, and your monthly you are paying installments for repayment of that loan. Okay, so everybody does business with such kind of an arrangement, that is a term loan. Then deferred credit. Deferred credit also is one more way of taking funds for long-term use. So it is reduced. Deferred credit means whenever it may be in the form of unearned revenue or a deferred revenue or customer advances. So in simple sense, deferred credit is nothing but you are taking advance from your customer for the project or for the deal you have signed in. So before you are actually selling the product, amount is taken in advance, and with that amount you are making that, or you are using that money to complete that project or product. So it is revenue received before you have actually finished that deal or project. Okay, so even a small, say a small businessman, if he's taking a bulk order, he will take some advance. So with that advance, he can buy the necessary raw materials, pay the necessary overheads and so on. So it is an advance payment from the customers. So it is reported, it is a non-current liability, means it is not, deferred credit is not for a huge period of time. It is for maximum 1 year. Okay, so it is as a return in the balance sheet as a customer advance. So this is all about long-term finances. So right from your own funds, that is share capital, that is equity shares, preference shares, then the loan capital, that is term loans, debentures. Also, we have deferred credit, that is advance, customer advance, and finally self-financing, that is retained earnings. So these all are the different long-term sources of finance. So this is all about for today's session. So any doubts, please raise the questions. So that's all for today. Bye. Thank you.